What's up everyone, I'm CallumOnToast, and in today's video I'm going to be showcasing some battles in the Element Cup running Hidden Power Electric Shellos. I was looking at my storage the other day wondering if there was anything even remotely unique that I could make for a video on before finding this little gem. Now Hidden Power itself isn't a great move, but in a meta where Ducklett is by far the most dominant Pokemon, with Chinchou being the only Pokemon that really hard counters it, this gives Shellos a lot of play. As well, it does also learn Mud Bomb, so it can hit Chinchou for super effective damage if they don't know about it. I'm also running Rock Throw Slugma and Tackle Chikorita, which by the way I don't really recommend Tackle, I just want it to be different. But yeah, with that being said, let's just get into the question of the day. With the recent announcement of Shiny Shadow Mewtwo coming to raids, which Shiny Shadow Legendary Pokemon would you love to see in Pokemon Go? Let me know in the comment section down below, and with that being said, let's get into the battles now. Alright, so going into the first battle, we lead Shellos into Slugma. Now, my opponent's actually going to safe swap into their Ducklett. They have no idea we're running Hidden Power Electric. They go straight for a Bubble Beam, does not matter. We can go for a Body Slam here, and if they let this go through, I should just be able to fully Hidden Power farm down the Ducklett before they make it to a Brave Bird. And the opponent is going to just concede the match there, so they clearly weren't prepared for Hidden Power Shellos, and I'm able to take that game. Into the next battle, we see Salandit in the lead, a very rare Pokemon for this cup, but actually very strong. The opponent swaps into Barboach. I have to be wary of an Ice Beam, but the opponent's going to bait with a Mud Bomb. Not sure if this means they're running Aqua Tail and Mud Bomb, or if they are just baiting. I'm going to go for the Grass Knot, grabbing a shield from the opponent, and the opponent's going to make it to another charge move. I'm actually going to respect it and double shield, and it is the Ice Beam, so that's great for me. But I know the opponent will be able to flip this matchup if they choose to double shield it, because I'm running Tackle, but the opponent chooses to let it go down. And you can see these tackles are really chunking up against Salandit. We go for the Body Slam, grabbing the final shield. We come in with Slugma, we get the move through, and unless they nuke me with a Dragon Pulse here, which they don't, I'm able to take them out. They come in with the Chinchou, we make it to the Mud Bomb, and this is going to be super effective damage. It does big damage to the Chinchou, forcing them to go for a Thunderbolt straight away. This will be enough to take out the Shellos, but I can come in, Rock Throw, farm down the Chinchou, and take that game. So GG's to that opponent there. Into the next battle, another Ducklett, this time in the lead, so great lead for us. The opponent's actually going to stay in. They have no idea what to do. They probably don't even realise that this is Hidden Power Electric. They go for the Brave Bird, grabbing a shield. I'm going to go for a Body Slam here. It's not going to do an awful lot of damage, but it does make it a lot more comfortable for my Slugma here, but the opponent actually did use a shield. Now I should be able to live a Seed Bomb from this range, but I will only be able to live one more Charm, so going to go for the Flame Charge here. No point going for Rock Slide, and Flame Charge does take out the Cottony. They come in with a Wooper, and once again we're looking very good, but once again it would be a lot better if I was running Vine Whip, because tackles don't really do an awful lot of damage. The opponent goes for the Body Slam, and we are going to swap out, go for the farm down. We get the farm down in just one Hidden Power. Going to be able to go for a Body Slam here. The opponent really has to farm me down at this point because they're not going to be able to do an awful lot. I'm going to let this move go through. Body Slam does take me out, and now I can make it to 2 Body Slams in time up against the Wooper before they get to back-to-back Body Slams themselves. First one, grabbing a shield. They do go for 1 Body Slam, but it doesn't matter. We've just received the energy for Body Slam number 2, and this will be enough damage from this range to take out the Wooper, and we take that game. So GG's to that opponent. Once again, you can see in Tackle isn't really the most optimal move for Chikorita. I thought as a safe swap it might be good, because like in this scenario I can now go for Grass Knot, and because Tackle's doing more damage, this is going to put them into range where I will be able to shield once and fully farm them down. Now they're at 1 HP, I don't expect a bait, so I will shield. It's actually a Bubble Beam, so I could have no shielded that and still won switch advantage, but unfortunately, we do end up shielding it up. They come in with a Vulpix. I'm going to go for the Body Slam here, and remember, they do have Chinchou in the lead. We don't have a great response to a Chinchou in the back, so I'm going to go for another Body Slam, and then I will just swap into my Slugma, knowing that if I can get off a few rock throws onto the Vulpix, then that will be great. They go for Body Slam, it does big damage. They now swap into the Chinchou, and we can let this Slugma go down. It's going to be very difficult to win this battle. They go for the Bubble Beam, takes out the Slugma, gonna wait out the Switchcock here, and then come in with my Shellos, and I have to call a bait here. The opponent's actually going to farm. I don't think that's enough for a Thunderbolt, so I can easily let that go through just the Bubble Beam, which is massive for me. I'm now going to bait with a Body Slam. It doesn't really matter too much. We grab the shield though, and at this point, I'm expecting them to try and snipe me with the Vulpix, so I shield it up, and now I'm not going to attack. I swap into Chikorita. I'm able to catch the charge move on my Chikorita. I can now farm them down with the Hidden Power, go for a Body Slam into the Chinchou, and this will be enough damage to take out the Chinchou, and I'm able to take that game. So GG's to that opponent there. Into the next battle, we see Shellos into Shadow Bulbasaur. Really bad for me, but I come in with my Chikorita, once again baiting out a Ducklett, and I'm gonna let this move go through. They throw before they make it to the Brave Bird. Bubble Beam will debuff my attack, so it is a smart play, but it does make it very easy for me to no shield. Now we go for the Grass Knot. It does big damage. They go for another charge move, should just be another Bubble Beam, which we will live, and we will barely make it to another Body Slam, and this will be grabbing a shield from the Ducklett. So I do grab a shield advantage, and that's really great because switch advantage would have been very nice for me, but unfortunately not going to be able to win that. But grabbing a shield is awesome because here up against this Chinchou, we should be able to get the final shield from them. Gonna shield up the Bubble Beam. That would do a lot of damage, and it would put me into range where they can Spark farm me down. I go for a Flame Charge here, just boosting my attack, knowing they're very likely to shield, and at this point I'm actually going to let Slugma go down. I think they would be able to make a charge move before I get the farm down. Now I'm going to come in with the Shellos. Once again, have to call the bait. It's just the Bubble Beam. I'm able to get the farm down, and can I make it to back-to-back Body Slams in time? We go for the first one. This won't be enough to take them out, but we get there on 1 HP and a dream, making it to Body Slam number 2, taking out Shadow Bulbasaur, and we take that game. So GG's to that opponent. We did actually go 5-0 on our first set there. And into the next battle, we see a Cottony in the lead, so not a good lead for us. Gonna swap into my tackle, Chikorita. The opponent responds with an Ember Vulpix. Now, actually against a Quick Attack Vulpix, it's a matchup we could flip with an energy advantage, but here unfortunately we barely don't make it to Body Slam number 2, and that is not ideal for us. I'm gonna come in with my Shellos, go for the farm down, not gonna commit a shield at all, and this Body Slam does about 40% of our health, so a second Body Slam will very nearly take us out, but we should be able to survive, and I should be able to come in with my Slugma. They've actually got Bulbasaur in the back, but these charms are really chunking up against the Slugma, and yeah, this is not looking good for me. I needed them to no shield that. There's no way I can get the Rock Throw farm down, so I'm just gonna let Seed Bomb go through. It takes me out, one more charm, takes out the Shellos, and we do unfortunately lose that game. But GG's to that opponent, and into the next battle we see a Ducklett in the lead. Great lead for us. The opponent swaps into Chikorita. I'm going to bank a ton of energy and then swap into my tackle Chikorita, and this is a matchup that I will be able to flip purely because of the fast move damage, but I was very slow to swap out there. Ideally it should have swapped, not banked as much energy, and made sure I got to the first Body Slam before they made it to their second, but I'm going to go for the Body Slam here. The opponent lets it go through, and it does take them out, and that's actually the best case scenario for me because I only give them 1 wing attack's worth of energy. Now I'm going to go for the Body Slam. The opponent lets it go through, and they will be able to make it to a charge move, but I can safely no shield. It's just a Bubble Beam, and the opponent's got Chinchou in the back. Now this is not looking too good for me as I do have a Slugma, of course. Going to shield the first charge move, and I will be able to make it to a Rock Slide in time, but I'm actually going to choose not to throw it here. And I'm going to shield up the second Bubble Beam, and now I'm going to go for a Flame Charge. So pretty interesting play here from myself. Not really sure why I did that, but here we're going to get them low enough where I should be able to farm them down. It's going to be incredibly close though. Let's see. And we are able to get the farm down, and then one more Hidden Power takes out the Ducklett, and we do just barely take that game. So GG's to that opponent. Into the next game, another Ducklett in the lead where we want to see it, and the opponent is staying in initially as well, so that's fine with me. Gonna shield up, respect the damage from a Brave Bird, and they do full send the Brave Bird, but they come in with a Cottony, so I'm gonna go for the body slam chip damage first, and the opponent does let it go through. So in all honesty, I probably shouldn't throw there because I'm going to no shield this up, and then throwing my own charge move will definitely take them out anyway, so I think that probably is a mistake. It worked last time because they did shield the body slam, but this time around it's not looking like the best play. They come back in with the Ducklett. Hopefully I can get the farm down with my Shellos before they make it to a charge move, and I am able to do so, but they've got a Shadow Vulpix in the back, and it is better that my Chikorita does have tackle as we deal more fast move pressure, but unfortunately it's still not looking great for us. Gonna shield up the first charge move. They actually go for Flame Charge and not a Weather Ball, so I might be able to make it to 2 body slams in time. It's going to be incredibly close. We go for the first one here. Can we get there? No, we cannot, and unfortunately they do make it to a second Flame Charge. It takes me out, and they will also be able to make it to the body slam in time, and this will easily be enough from this range to take out my Shellos, and we do lose that game. So GG's to that opponent. Into the next battle, another Ducklett in the lead. This time is a Shadow, and they swap into Chikorita. This time around we're going to swap out a lot faster, and we should be able to let the first body slam go through, and I will barely make it to the body slam, but we lag there, and unfortunately we don't get off the body slam in time, which is really not ideal because now we go down a shield, but I can now go for a body slam here, hoping they let this go through. And they do let it go through, and we barely get the farm down as they're reaching body slam number 3. And now here we can go for a body slam into the Ducklett, grabbing the shield from the opponent, so that's fine with me. They swap into Chinchou. I'm going to go straight for the Mud Bomb here, hoping they let this go through, and they do. It does big damage. We swap into Slugma, and we can let this move go through as well. Bubble Beam won't do that much damage, and the sparks aren't really adding up. We get the farm down, the opponent throws straight away, and this is absolutely perfect for me. Bubble Beam takes me out, but I'm going to be able to Hidden Power, farm down the Ducklett, and take that game. So GG's to that opponent. Into the next battle we see a shiny Shadow Growlithe in the lead, so very nice. The opponent swaps into a Seal, and I've got a better response to that Growlithe in Slugma, so I'm actually going to stay in, go for a body slam, and they can only throw resisted charge moves, so I can safely let the Aqua Tail go through. The licks are kind of adding up, but it doesn't matter. I will be able to make it to the body slam on a CMP tie with the Aqua Tail, but the opponent chooses not to throw straight away. Now I'm going to shield this up, make sure I maintain alignment, and I should be able to RPS my way through this team, but unfortunately my Wi-Fi is not working here. I tried to turn it off, and unfortunately they get the farm down. We come in with Chikorita, and now it is just an RPS, but not in my favor, and I'm just going to concede the match there. I possibly could have played that out, but I was really annoyed with my Wi-Fi, so I just concede the match. Into the next battle, we see Chinchou in the lead, a very tough lead matchup, but I'm going to be able to swap, potentially catch a Thunderbolt, but I think that, yeah, okay, it is the Thunderbolt, so that's a very good catch on the Chikorita. I'm assuming that they're going to go straight for a farm down, so I will go for the Grass Knot, and from this range, it barely won't take them out, but honestly, they're in range for 1 Hidden Power to take them out. So let's see. We're going to come in with the Shellos. They don't throw straight away. We get the farm down, which is huge. And now I'm going to go for the Mud Bomb here up against the Chinchou. They let it go through, and then we get the farm down. And they've got a Skrelp in the back, and this should just be a Rock Throw farm down from this range. The opponent recognizing that, and they concede the match. So GG's to that opponent, and into the final battle of this video, we lead into another Chinchou, so that's fine, and the opponent's going to say swap into a Vulpix, and here, I was just way too slow, thinking that it's a great matchup for my Shellos, but they go for Body Slam. It actually takes me out, and that's just really poor matchup awareness. I was certain that I'd be able to live that, but I guess I lived it previously up against a regular Vulpix, so really poor from me, and now I think I might have just thrown this game away, but let's see. They come in with Ducklett, so we could have got the right alignment that we wanted, but yeah, it's not looking too good for us. Gonna go for that Grass Knot, and we do grab a shield from the opponent. I'm gonna let this move go through, and then swap instantly into the Shellos. The opponent's staying in, and they're gonna go for another Bubble Beam. easy decision for me to let it go through, and now I'm going to go for the mud bomb into this Chinchou. The opponent lets it go through, and here I'm going to be able to make it to another mud bomb, but for whatever reason I go for the body slam bait instead. The opponent lets it go through, and if I just went for that mud bomb, we could have taken out the Chinchou and I would have been able to fast move, farm down the Ducklett, but after 2 bubble beam debuffs, we basically aren't able to get that farm down, and here they make it to a charge move in time. Doesn't matter what they throw, but they do full send the Brave Bird, taking me out, and they do take that game. So that's going to be it for today's video. Aside from that 5-0 to begin with, I actually had a lot more success when I did switch over to Vine Whip on my Chikorita, but not really sure you guys want to see a ton of battles in the Element Cup because it isn't really the most attractive league, so I'm just going to call it there. If you did enjoy the videos, then make sure you leave a like, leave a comment letting me know, and as well, don't forget to respond to the question of the day if you haven't done so already. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.